First of all, congratulations to Coach Bobo and Colorado State football team. They've got a really nice group of kids, play really hard. A lot of seniors out there playing, and they did a great job. Offensively, I thought they were fantastic. Just keeping us guessing, moving the ball around. Quarterback is a really good player. Obviously, their tailback's a good player, and their wideouts made some plays today for them. Defensively, I love 43. I think he's one of the best players in our conference, and we had a hard time moving the football consistently. We get something going, and then we kind of would stall out. Whether that was a miss a block or drop a pass, and so obviously we're not happy with the outcome. We need to play better. We need to coach them better, and we need to keep developing this football team.
The first drive of the game, you guys forced that quick punt, and then you go down and the 49-yard pass. I mean, just with how well everything started, I mean, did you kind of envision the game going a little different after starting so well?
I've been coaching football long enough to know that it's a four-quarter game. It always is, so it's always good to start fast. You're always hoping that it goes that way, but it's that you got to answer every series on either side of the ball or in a kicking game, and we didn't do that.
How deflating was it, right after that? I mean, CSU scores in I think 2 minutes, and then they take the lead in another drive that I think was 3 minutes or something. Was that a little bit of a gut punch?
Well, yeah, certainly, and I think the gut punch comes from some of those big plays, right? Because they were missed tackles, and I think some of the stuff that we did defensively was really good. It's designed to get us one-on-one with the ball carrier and to make a play, and we didn't make some of those plays, and it ends up springing for big plays for them.
What did you think of Montel today? I mean, he looked like he had a couple touchdowns that were dropped, like
right.
The one that ended up being an interception. What can you say about his performance?
Yeah, I think Montel is a WIP, like they like to say in the Silicon Valley. He is a work in progress, and he's a young player who's learning as he goes. And so, I thought both the drop touchdown passes were excellent throws. I thought he threw 3 or 4 vertical balls really good. I think he kind of got on top of a couple throws and didn't get it there with any kind of accuracy or velocity. So. Everything with him is, how much better can he get, how quickly can he get better, So, but I think there's definitely some good points from him. Saw him use his legs a little bit, gain us a couple good first downs, and so he just needs to continue to learn and grow and work his tail off so he can be as good as we think he can be.
And last thing from me, I mean, Frank, I think what I saw, I think he got it right at the end at 11 tackles. That sets the new Mountain West record for tackles in a season. He also had the forced fumble. What's he meant, for this defense this year?
Well, I mean, obviously his productivity speaks for itself, but the other part of it is he's our resident tough guy. He likes to play. He practices every day. It doesn't matter how beat up he is. It doesn't matter how, ankle, shoulder, knee, back. He practices every day, and he's so serious about being a good football player. I think that's why, and I believe that's why he is because he takes those practice opportunities so seriously. He doesn't miss practice with a nick or a boo-boo, right? He's out there getting the work. He knows he needs to be as good as he can be.
Of today's game,
I feel like as a whole, we really didn't play that bad on the offensive side of the ball. When we get the ball in the red zone, of course we have to finish, have to help the defense out. I feel like the defense played great today. Got some major key stops, and so I feel like it's just on the offense to capitalize on that and help them out like they're helping us out.
I want to tell that first drive for you guys, you have that 49-yard completion. You guys go score on that drive. I mean, just with how well everything started, I mean, did you envision things going a little bit different today?
Of course, even before that first drive, I envisioned things going differently. I had nothing but confidence in my team coming into the game. I thought we had a great game plan. We had a great week of practice, and I thought we would really come out here and execute, and we just came up short.
The first drive in the second half, you guys drive down again. It looks like a drive that's maybe going to get you guys back in the game. that touchdown bobbled, incomplete, and then the interception right after that. How deflating was that drive?
That hurts when you have a successful drive like that. Offensive line is working for you, receivers, running backs, everyone's clicking. It's obviously hurts. Me and Rashid, we've connected in the past. I know we could connect in the future. I'm not worried about that at all. We just need to get back to the drawing board and start clicking again.
Maybe moral victories sometimes are a bit silly, but do you guys take any, silver lining from this game? Compared to the last two games, do you guys feel like you took a step in the right way?
I would say we had a really good second half and a really good fourth quarter. I feel like when the score looks like that and we don't give up, it shows a lot of heart within the team. I feel like every week we just need to take the positive out of the game and just move on to next week, get back to the drawing board. That's exactly what we're going to do tomorrow.
The game against Wyoming to end the year, how important, not only so you guys can be an FBS school, but how important is that for the program in general to come out with, a good performance and hopefully, or possibly a win there?
It is very important to send the seniors out on their last game, senior day, with a W is very important to us. I feel like we owe that to them as a team. But we're not going to look at it as Wyoming. We're going to look at it as just the next football game and just try and go out there and get the win.
After that run, you seem to celebrate with the guys. When a season is kind of goes like this, do you have to have those moments to keep the team, uplifted? Do you have to take those small positives? Because obviously you're scoring and the game's probably still, far maybe out of reach, but celebrating, is that more just to keep the guys positive, keep the guys...
It's about cherishing our accomplishments, about just respecting that we did what we were supposed to do. Even though the score might have looked at how it looked, we still want to let the guys know and still celebrate that we came on this drive or this play and we executed properly. And that's what it is about, celebrating execution, celebrating doing things right.
And in saying that, how do you guys stay positive in this year where, a lot of things haven't gone your guys' way, injuries, losses, of course, but how do you guys stay positive going into the final game of the season?
Just play by play. It's a big one. This last game of the year, big game for the seniors. This game is vital to me, vital to the team because it's a good pivot for next year. Kind of puts our standpoint on next year. Hopefully we go in there and we do what we're supposed to do, execute the way we're supposed to execute, and lead the seniors off a good season.
You guys had that, great start. That you forced the punt. You guys go down. You guys score. But then they answer really quick. I think in about 6 minutes, they go take the lead with 2 quick touchdowns. How deflating was that? Just them answering that quick.
Well, we know they're a good team. We know they score. So it's just about punching back. It's about coming, taking that, going back to the drawing board, figuring out what we need to do, and going back and answering to that call.
Did you feel like, especially in the fourth quarter and maybe in the second half in general, that this offense it looks like you guys found your groove a little bit? Is that fair to say?
Yes, it's fair to say we kind of found it a little late or in spatters throughout the game, but definitely I love the way we finished the game. I love the way we ended the game. We didn't surrender. Just wanted to go out there and just finish the game right, show that we still have heart.
Can you take the way you finished into Wyoming next week?
Yes.
I guess I'll start with that. Setting the Mountain West record, in a season. I know it comes in a loss and maybe in a tough season for you guys, but is there any way you can cherish that?
Yeah, but first off, I just want to win. You know what I mean? But it's a great accomplishment for me. But I would have never done it without the 3 linemen in front of me, with my 2 outside backers and the guy next to me, my DBs. I wouldn't be able to do none of that without them. So yeah.
Yeah, 11 is he is credited with 11.
Cool. In that first quarter, you guys force them to that punt. The offense goes down and scores. And then they have those 2 quick touchdowns. I think the first one in about 2 minutes, the next one in about 3 minutes. How much of that was a gut punch, for the rest of the game there?
They got on top of us. I thought we responded after that pretty well, we held them to 7 more points, and that was it. I think it's just it's all we're just shooting ourselves in the foot. Like they're capitalizing off our mistakes. So we just gotta get fundamentally sound and execute within the defense.
Coach called you the resident tough guy. Says you don't miss practice with I guess little nagging injuries and things like that. How have you been able, and maybe a better way to put it, how important do you think it was for you to kind of stay out there on the field, keep the guys positive in a season that's been pretty hard for this program?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that I always try to pride myself on is heart and effort, and that's what that carries over to my nagging injuries. I don't want to take a day off because I feel like I'm gonna let my brothers down. So I just try to influence the younger guys because as a leader of the team, the younger guys are gonna look up to the older guys, and I'm just trying to help set a good example for the future.
The second half, you guys on defense only give up the 7 points. You have the strip there down in the red zone. Do you feel like, and I asked the offense players this too, do you feel like you guys maybe took a step forward there in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I really love about this team is no matter what the score says, we're gonna fight to the end. And I thought that was a great second half effort by us. I thought in the fourth quarter, like you said, that the strip, that was positive. The fourth down stop that we had by Owen Roberts, I thought that was huge, and I think that the fourth quarter is going to carry over into next week.
Can you, and just as we're talking about it, the fourth quarter, and I know you said you just want to win, but can you take some of these moral victories? I mean, do you have to in a season where it's 7 in a row now in conference that you guys have lost 10 in a row, but do you have to take those moral victories to keep positive going?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like any team, win or loss, you always got bad stuff and good stuff, and you always got to keep building on the good stuff and correct the bad stuff. So I feel like once we get back to work on tomorrow and on Tuesday practice, I think we'll get all those mistakes cleaned up.